I just find that a lot of people are mean-spirited in that space. Single black female addicted to retail. Hello, my beauties. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing great. If you are new here, my name is Zona Za and I welcome you to my channel, Life with Zona Za. Here we do all things feminine beauty, makeup, style and lifestyle. I hope you do find something that you like and hit the subscribe button. If you are a returning beauty, welcome back. On today's video, we are just doing a chit chat and I'm doing my makeup. I'm doing this classic look. For me, it's a neutral eye with a bit of gold and a red lipstick. I also show you my current favorite foundation, which is from Havillah Beauty, that you can also get. I will leave a link down below that you can use. I'm also using the Nouveau Ink Beauty Bar eyeshadow palettes that they gifted me, as you may have seen from my previous vlog. If you didn't, go check it out only after watching this. I hope you do enjoy this look and the chat that comes along with it. Please make sure to comment how you feel about the whole situation that I'm talking about, that is happening in our country. Whatever comments that you have on the look itself, please feel free to chat away. Without any further ado, let's go straight into the video. I'm gonna start off with the Havillah Beauty Day Cream. This was part of the goodie bag when I went to the Nouveau Ink Beauty Bar launch a few months ago. I really do quite like to use it as a primer. And mostly I just want to chat about how I've been feeling these couple of days. Anyone in South Africa will tell you right now that we've been going through a lot. There's been looting, violent riots. I really never meant to bring such things onto this space, but I actually noticed that I was in a bad mood, and it's all the news that I've been consuming, and I never want to get to that place. You know, I want to know what's happening around me, but I never want to be consumed by it and actually feel sad because I'm helpless. There's not much I can do from where I am sitting. This translucent powder, also from Havillah. I like to use it to just mattify my skin after all the moisturizer, because before this I put on shea butter as well. So I did create some content for you beauties over the last few days, but I realized that I was not myself in those. In between PMS and what's currently happening, I just was so heavy, and I never want to come into your space when I'm like that, where I am not myself. Even the smile is forced. I didn't realize it until I actually watched it, and I was like, no, this is not me. Something is just not right. And I never want any of that energy to transfer onto you. I ran out of my actual Havillah Beauty foundation shade, so I'm gonna go on and use the Pro Palette one that I have while I wait for mine. That should tell you how much I love the foundation. When I feel like I'm not the best version of myself, I do not want any of that to rub off on anyone I come into contact with. So I'll just take my time out, which is what I've done as well with the video. I realized that, okay, I shouldn't be out and about when I'm feeling that way. So sometimes I will also just sit at home and, you know, log out of social media. You see this foundation. This is why it's become a favorite of mine. You see how easily it just blends with my natural skin tone and covers my impurities, but you still see me. You still see me. I always cry that I'm a high coverage girl, but when I actually encountered this, I was like, yeah, this is where I belong. This for me has a really natural finish. Now, when I spoke about protecting my heart on Facebook with regards to this whole situation, someone said to me, I must be careful. People will say I am speaking from a place of privilege. What privilege? It's not like some rich person who never gets to go to the stores, or who doesn't know anyone, who's unemployed. I'm just living in my own world. No, it's none of that. But I try to not overconsume something, especially when I have no hand in it directly. Like there's nothing I can do to stop it, or you know, just to impact the influence of on other people's lives. As I stand, I currently do not have anything that I can do. So today I told myself that, you know what, it's gonna be regular programming for me. I am gonna be in a good mood, and like I said, I also suspect that PMS had something to do with it as well. But even on that, I told myself that a few months ago, it is not gonna rule my life. I must still lead a healthy life, and no one has to endure my being mean because I have this excuse that I have. I have to be able to monitor when I start to notice the signs coming in and really honestly check myself. Then I go back into my Pro palette and go for this much lighter shade. This is, okay, I'm gonna write, this is shade 39, but I'm gonna write all of them in the description bar. But when you buy your own, you will have to get your own assessment done, which you will see the directions of on the website itself. So yeah, anyways, have you, my beauty, been affected by the looting in any way? Please share with us on the comment section down below. If not directly impacted, how are you coping with this whole thing? Did you ever notice any changes on yourself? Like I say, I have. I feel things, I really do. I go through it. If I watch something, even if it's a movie, even if it's some material on the news, it's an article on the news, I will feel it, and I will later realize that, hey, that thing really affected my day if I had seen it in the morning. That's why I had to leave traditional media, traditional journalism at the time I did, because I felt like I could no longer cope with the lifestyle of just living to find out what bad happened the night before or the day before. I have to report on that. The whole industry of news is based off of bad news being good news, you know. How do you cope with such things generally, G, as a person? How do you? Because I find that it's impossible as a human being to not feel anything while other people are going through something. I love that the product is also not running, so easy to control. So I'm doing makeup because it's sort of like therapy to me. With the stuff that I had done, I was not even chatting. I was just serious and concentrated on doing the work. Yes, I do that sometimes, but I never want to get to a place where I am doing makeup or like filming for you ladies. I'm doing it out of an obligation. I don't know, maybe it's still early stages for me to say, but for now I still want to do this out of the passion for it, not out of chasing a deadline. Because there's a lot of stuff that I have lined up that I feel will help this mission that we all on here. But with that, I feel like there's no time frames, because it's so easy sometimes to start off something because you like it, and all of a sudden you find yourself doing it out of an obligation. All that love for it is gone. we're not getting there yet with this channel. I'm not gonna say it will never be that. Maybe with growth there will come a demand, I don't know, but for now it's still very important for me to do this for the love of it. This is one of the things I told myself that I'm gonna do this year for myself, you know, just to let out. And I actually prayed about this whole situation in our nation last night, and I was like, well, you need to see us through this. It's not great, it's not nice, and we are not gonna be, I'm not gonna be selfish about it and only pray when it starts to affect me, because I believe it's a duty for every believing person that at a time like this you stand in the gap for the entire nation, to say, God, please be with us, please release us from this, because it's like we are in the grips of the enemy and he's just doing as he pleases with our people, with our nation, because of hunger, because of poverty. We deserve so much more. We deserve better as a nation. We've been through a lot already. Going into another Havillah fave. This one is in the shade Ruth. This is the darkest shade I have in my possession, which I've never really seen before with any other range. This has been such a beautiful product to have. I've used it on one of my clients. She was flawless. You may or may not know of the dark skinned women's struggles that we are met with. So something like this does make life a lot easier. For me, it's the contour shades that I normally struggle with, because I'm already dark skinned. Now if I get another contour shade, it will either look too black, not brown, or be very close to my skin complexion to actually make the impact that I want. So this Ruth shade is just perfect for me. I'm blending it immediately because I don't want it to stick. The product is already on the creamy side, so I figure if I leave it on without blending it, it's gonna be too intense and difficult to blend. It is so believable. This could easily just be me. I love it so much. The further right in my highlight, I'm just gonna dab this here. I can't help but think of the people that actually become heavily involved in these things, like the cops, journalists, and all that. That's why journalism for me just couldn't work anymore. I was like, yeah, this is not what I had in mind. I actually went into journalism for lifestyle journalism, and that could not materialize as fast as I wanted it to, because the easiest parts to get into is the hardcore everyday news type of thing, and I wasn't having any of that anymore. I was like, nah, I'm done with this. There's more to life. I have not arrived where I want to be right now, but I'm much happier and more fulfilled. Just don't forget to subscribe, eh? Maybe I should do different eyebrow tutorials, because I use different techniques to do my brows. Every single time I do it differently. Depends on my mood and what I'm trying to achieve. And this time around, I'm trying to be soft. This brush is very old, but I love it so much. I have lots of new brushes, but I don't know, it's still the one that I love. It's nice that the whole content is attracting the numbers, but I never want to contribute to the single black female addicted to retail scenario that Kanye was talked about. I don't know how I'm gonna work on growing the channel, but also not wanting to contribute to a bigger problem in our society. I don't want anyone to be inspired by my channel to buy stuff that they don't need. So we're gonna use this beautiful palette from Nouveau Beauty that I have put some foundation on. It was part of that big gift that she gave me that I showed you on my vlog. This is the palette. There's actually two, but I'm starting with this one. It is the other one. It's called Brights, and true to its name, it has bright colors. I have tried some of the colors just to see how they look, but I'm not going to be using that one today. I'll be using the natural one. Remember, we're going for a classic look. So I'm going to start off with this brown shade here. It's called Taj, and I'm going to put it right here. Oh, that is nice. Oh, it's nicely pigmented, but not too dark. Just the right shade. So the single black female scenario that Kanye spoke of is a really sad state of affairs, where a woman is just sad and lonely. All they can think about is shopping. I never want to contribute to that. That's why I always mix on my videos. I will mix the old with the new, or I will just do a full-on video with no new clothes. I want to encourage you, my beauties, to do that as much as you can. You don't need to be buying all sorts of things all the time. Try to maximize on what's there, especially now during this COVID-19 situation. It's so easy for you to feel sad. Oh, I went into this. To find yourself shopping away. Oh, my baby is crying. But you know the drill. She's with someone. Well, she's actually with people. It's not just one person. Okay, so we're gonna transition with this baby. I don't know, it's kind of giving me a lot more color than I expected. I thought I'd just transition with it because it will come off neutral, but the pigment, Tina didn't play on the pigment. I'm not complaining. I'm totally not complaining. Anyway, we don't want to be that girl who just sits there out of loneliness and sadness, just sits and shop away. Nope, that's not gonna be us. Not on my watch. We are going to learn things that will improve us during the lockdowns. Well, a lot of countries are loosening up their lockdowns, but here in South Africa we've gone to level 4. At any stage though of our lives, we should work on never finding ourselves running to stuff to comfort us, because the danger in that is that you can get into debt, large amounts of debt that we do not need. We're going to use the time to develop ourselves. We're going to use this time to get to know ourselves better, what we're about, what we're trying to achieve. Actually, I feel like going into some gold. I don't know. I just want to go for gold, baby. Go for gold. Tracing out my lid here. My crease. Using my eyeball as the guide. Obviously, I'm not cutting crease, but I want my eyeshadow to take that nice shape. Love this. I really want to keep this nice and soft. I don't want to get carried away, but I'm just gonna blend it here somewhere. soft. I need it to be beautiful. You see? Another thing I struggle with when I'm using brown eyeshadow is that sometimes it doesn't show on my skin. Because obviously it's just chocolatey. It's chocolatey. So I did go ahead and dab on this to transition here. Like so. This is mommy. Especially when I have my real hair out. Back to protecting my heart. One of the reasons, if not the main reason, I'm not on Twitter is over that. I learned very early on Twitter that, I don't know, it could just be the people I was following, that it was not the right space for me, that it was really toxic. I never want to be part of such a community. I just find that a lot of people are mean-spirited in that space. People there are just always ready to attack someone and act like they're perfect. They would never say something that's politically incorrect or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like for me to maintain such a lifestyle, I would have to be, I don't know, I would have to be very strong, and I never want to be strong for something like that. I don't want to be strong to be able to take people's punches every single day. You know my story about the Judas of the lashes? You will have seen it on my stories or on my Instagram. So I'm going to be using this Nouveau ink magnetic liner. I have shown it to you on the channel before, but this one is a new one from the gift that she gave me. Obviously, I have used it before, as you can see, because I like it. It really helps. If you struggle to apply your lashes, I would highly recommend something like this. So I highly recommend it. I just shake it before using it, just to get the product at the tip of the pen. It is so easy to work with. You don't have to worry about messing up or if it's gonna stick or not. You know for sure that it's gonna stick, and you will not have any clumps of glue on your lid. Cheers, we are going with this pair, also from Nouveau ink. It's called the Uns. Nice and fluffy. Woo! I said the last pair I got from them was my favorite until I saw these. You'll see for yourselves, they're so fluffy. I'm gonna get 10 more of these just for control. I mean, just look at me now. And they are so lightweight. I think the band is extremely thin. I don't know, or it's the type of hairs they used. Yay, but something about these lashes is, I don't know how to explain it. You don't even feel like you have lashes on. Who is this flawless girl? Who is this? Who is this? Sis. Okay, getting a little carried away, but you perceive it. This is something that I can easily throw on a fancy dress with and still look pretty. I can also wear like a plain boyfriend shirt and pair of jeans and I'll still look okay with it. It's just one of those versatile looks. Actually, do you ladies even enjoy makeup tutorials? Get ready with me. Anything makeup related. Do let me know in the comment section. Actually, hit the thumbs up right now if you do. You know, I always say this. I aim to please you. I aim to please you. But obviously in a way that is gonna benefit all of us. I'm using this signature blush in the shade Raisin. Do let me know if you like it. What do you think of this look before we even finish it? I've been ranting and raving about it this whole time. Do you even like it? A classic red lipstick. Right here. Why does this look pink on camera? This is very much red, eh? very red. You want to do this? I do this with my foundation. It's actually really nice that I can come on here and I don't feel like I'm burdening anyone when I'm just expressing myself, how I feel about certain things that are happening. When I'm chatting with you guys, I feel completely okay to do that. I feel like this is a safe place. And this is Sunset, also from Havillah Beauty. I really like this highlight. Anyway, this is a video where I'm using all my favorite things. Put some of that here as well. You want to be very careful with this because it is strong. It comes on super bright. You want it. I haven't felt this pretty in a very long time. Just lightly, maybe even here. Otherwise, we are done. This is the final look. What do you think? Let's do it in slow motion. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Please make sure to hit the like button, to subscribe if you had not subscribed yet, and always check the description bar. That's where I list all the information about the stuff that we talked about and all the items that I used. So don't forget to keep in touch with me. I am at Zonaza on Instagram. I have a page on Facebook as well, also named Zonaza. So there you can send me a DM, you can tag me on anything that you wish to tag me on. Okay, we are besties now.